Hi, Norman Howard here with your next 4-minute drill for traders. Let's talk today about a dream shared by most traders, especially new traders, and that's catching the big move. Maybe better said, the elusive big move. Now, I say elusive because if you look at most successful traders' monthly statements, what you're likely to see are a lot of small gains, some medium gains, and a few large gains. And of course the losses, where the vast majority are small losses, some medium losses, but no large losses, or maybe one. You see, in the end, whether you're in the business of being a trader full or part-time, or you're in the restaurant business, or whatever, it's all about keeping the losses small, but giving yourself the potential for the big gains at the same time. Now, there are several different types of big moves, the most common of which is catching a change in trend, that exact point where a downtrend ends and an uptrend begins, or vice versa. We all know that this is a very hard thing to do, and the majority of the time you're going to get it wrong. And you'll get it wrong because when you're dealing with a trend, you're dealing with momentum. In order to reverse momentum, there must be an equal and opposite force to neutralize the current direction, and then an additional counter force to begin to move the other way, and even more force to create a new momentum. And that's asking a lot. Most of the time, it's asking too much. That's why picking tops and bottoms in order to catch the end of one trend or the beginning of the opposite trend is usually not a good idea. So, the more cunning trader may look for the actual technical signs that a shift in trend is actually occurring, and then ride the rest of the new trend. And there's the rub, the rest of the new trend. Most experienced traders will tell you in identifying a new uptrend, for instance, you need higher highs and higher lows. That requires that a market first make its turn from the old downtrend to the new yet unidentified uptrend, then correct its first move up just a little to the low, but not break the turning point low, rally back and break the first high that it made and make a new high, correct a little again, make a higher low than the first correction, and then make another new high. Now, I hope you followed that. Now you have higher highs and higher lows, which is what most technicians will tell you is required to identify a new trend. But by the time you've made higher highs and higher lows, the price has risen considerably, and the potential for your big move is cut down considerably from your dream numbers. What you likely will end up with, assuming that a new trend has been established, is a medium win at best. Further, a lot of new traders or struggling traders are anxious to be part of a big move and won't wait for the confirmation of higher highs and higher lows and just get in. And God forbid they do catch a big move and think they're doing the right thing because they just won big. This, of course, over time will lead to disaster. All this said, I like to try to pick tops and bottoms, but I have a specific way of doing it. What I do is I wait for a high probability turning point trigger and jump in with at least a couple of positions. That high probability trigger will usually result in an early jump, at which time I'll exit half my positions and grab a small profit. That cushions the fall when the move winds up not being a turn in trend, which is usually the case. And if I have a loss, it's usually very small. But by doing this, I'm giving myself the potential for the big move when it happens, the minority of the time, while grabbing a small to medium profit or a small loss if it doesn't work out. I lay out actually this approach a lot more specifically in one of our simple trading plans that we offer to the public from time to time, and I'll alert you of when that's going to be next. But the point is, if you're going to try to pick tops and bottoms and be there for big moves, you have to have a plan with a heavy emphasis on tight risk management, because as I mentioned at the top of this discussion, trends are tough to turn. How about you? Have you fallen for the siren song of trying to pick tops and bottoms? How do you handle that temptation? I'd like to hear from you on this, because Trying to pick tops and bottoms can be hard to resist. Leave a comment, share your ideas about this. It's important. Okay, that's it for this edition of 4-Minute Drill for Traders. So, I'll say it again, 4-Minute Drill for Traders. So until next week, hey, I'm talking to you. Stay disciplined.